It is such a pleasure to meet both of you. I love the film, and I saw the documentary back when it came out. And
you did?
Yes, absolutely.
It's crazy documentary, right?
Yes. You were perfect for it, both of you.
I loved the dynamic between a positive manager and talent relationship where he's not looking to try to like take advantage of you. In fact, he's very like caring, and you're looking for like, what can you do to help him? How was it finding that dynamic with each other?
It was easy. I mean, this guy was about love and passion, and he recognized it immediately with them because he'd seen them in the bar before, and he went, this guy has got it. My character, he was the general manager for Kmart for 35 years. He was a nice Midwest man, a good leader, and he can recognize beauty and passion, and he saw it in Mike and one of the pieces.
Can we talk about Jim Belushi's acting? Because this man has the heart the size of a raisin. It's a cold, black heart.
Cold, black heart.
And how did he play someone full of love? Dude, that transformation was incredible.
It was hard. It was a study. It was a skill. Crafted. Cold, black heart.
Well, how do you have a cold, black heart when you hear him singing and Kate Hudson and their dynamic? You're incredible.
I haven't told this guy, but, in Les Mis, I was crying, man. That was one of the most beautiful performances at the end. He just killed me, man. The love that you have for that. That's a different movie. I'm so sorry. But he brings that same love from that performance into this with Kate Hudson. The two of them have a chemistry that I haven't seen on film for a long time.
You know what was cool? I'm thinking about it. Everyone on that set, in a way, was a musician and a performer. Michael Imperioli, Pink Princess, Ella Anderson, who don't get to see you.
There's Liz Brothers.
It's cool.
Can I ask you about projecting your voice kind of? Because I used to perform in musicals and stuff back in high school and stuff. And I never really quite got it. And doing interviews with amazing people like you, it gets even worse. It's harder to project your voice. But what is the process? What does your body do when you have to switch up between like doing a Wolverine scream or like really projecting for a song?
So when I went to drama school, we had to do 10 hours of voice, how to protect your voice. It was like a classical training. I'm so glad I did it. Although, honestly, when I'm doing Wolverine, it all goes out the window. Yeah. I try. It just doesn't work. And I'll just scream. And
talk about it. In the morning, you wake up and you go, yep, it's gone. It's gone. I'll never be able to do this again. And then comes by the afternoon. It's like that panic.
Yep, totally.
There's really something close and connecting to music. How did you find that with Hugh while you were exploring these two and finding that they're just best friends?
I mean, really, it happened. I think Craig had a great idea, which was let's get them in the recording studio sitting next to each other on a sofa instead of isolating us in booths. And so our first experience together, me and Hugh, was actually becoming friends and getting vulnerable with each other and trying things out and being bad together at times. And Hugh was so wonderful. And I think immediately, because we knew how important it was for Mike and Claire, like that love story, if that didn't work, if that connection for me and Hugh didn't work, then really the movie wouldn't work, and that was so important to me. And it was just so easy. And the love of music, like you're saying, when you love music, when it moves you to the point where it can get you through anything, and when it becomes like the companion in your life, the great companion, you can't really explain it unless someone else, understands that too. And when you find and you meet people who have and speak that same language, it's a sort of enhances that intimacy, I think.
There's a scene in the movie that I really loved that I'd love to know more about the behind the scenes and how you guys were doing it when the families first meet.
What was really special about that for me, at least, is that what I do sometimes is that I really know how I want to build a music sequence. And I was talking to my director of photography about how I wanted to do it. And she said, just hold on one second. Gather up the cast, gather up the crew, play the music, and just describe the whole scene to them. And then we're going to go out and do it. And it was really great. I don't know if you remember that day. We were all in the garage, and everybody, the whole crew was in there as we were playing Crunchy Granola Sweet. And I was like, during the chorus, we're going to have the girls in the back on the swings. During this moment, we're going to have like the dressers coming in and trying off all the different outfits. And for a moment there, it's like you were seeing this energy of like everybody coming together to make this part in the movie. But it was also, that's what was happening in the scene. Everybody was coming together to make this band Lightning and Thunder.
One of my favorite parts of the whole thing. Final question. If Lightning and Thunder were still doing music right now, what platform are they going to be doing this? Are we going to be seeing TikTok reels of them?
That is
Where are we
so
going?
great. What a great
Absolutely.
question.
I mean, I think
Full
that now
TikTok.
I hadn't thought about it until you just said it, but I think that's really where they would live. They would probably have shimmer curtains behind them, Christmas lights, anything cheap and gorgeous.
So many TikToks.
Yeah.
They'd be viral immediately.
Oh,
would be
yeah.
viral.
Exactly.
Yep. Thank you both so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate
Thank
it.
you.